SEO This Week. Hey everyone, this is Clint Butler. Welcome to SEO This Week. We got another episode coming on. This is episode number 33. So without further ado, we're going to get into it because we got quite a few sites. Maybe not as much as normal, but then again, just enough. We are heavy though in Moz. So if you're a Moz on drinking Moz Haterade, you might not like this episode. There's some great information in here, so I'll bring it out for you and you can check it out for yourself. First off, we'll start off with 8 can't miss off-page SEO strategies to build your online reputation. This is actually a pretty good one. What I like about this article is it covers some things that we do as SEOs for link building and how they can translate over into your overall marketing, brand recognition, and online reputation campaigns and help you out. Some things that are obvious that he goes over is influencers and leveraging them. Branding, let's see what else we got. Customer service, focus on web searchers intent, blah blah blah. Know your audience. This one is a good one. Engaging with people who are engaging with your brand will enhance your traffic, which will change your user metrics, which will boost your rankings. So that's a good reason to be engaging on social media. And then there's, the standards, leveraging influencers, commenting on forums and stuff. Now, all this stuff does lead to links, which is, in a SEO perspective, is probably the thing that really matters to you. However, when you're thinking business, you're thinking brand, you're thinking marketing and long-term stuff, your SEO is going to leverage or take advantage of positions where you get some branding knocked out at the same time as you're doing your link building. So this is all just another way to look at why we do link building steps, why we do some of these processes, and then how it overall helps your entire marketing campaign, not just your search engine marketing. So get away from the tactical and think strategic. Next episode we're going to look at is the next blog post episode. The next blog post we're going to look at is a Whiteboard Friday. This is on optimizing your images for Google search. We're doing a lot of it. We do for EXIF data, and you're putting in links in your EXIF data, and there's some sites that show off that information and give you a little boost in local. You can get beyond that. You can actually leverage this stuff in ranking your images for the 12.5% of search queries that are now using images inside of them. So it's traffic that you don't want to walk away from. You're already putting images on your site anyway, so why not leverage that for a little bit of more stuff? He gives in the reasons why you want to do it, some of the ranking benefits, and then and then some steps to take. A couple things that I like here in this article that I haven't thought of before is the image caption. Typically, we don't use those. And he's saying that what in their testing that they found was that the caption is actually more relevant than the alt tag. And we, as SEOs, we all use the alt tag. It's like one of the things that we look for to be missing, especially on our audits. So I found it interesting that the caption in some of his testing had a greater effect. So in which case, we're just going to add to our on-page optimization mix is to add the image captions as long as it's relevant. You don't just want to put some random crap in there or a keyword, but you can play around with that a little bit. I would check that out. And then the other one is image embeds. We do those with maps. We do map embeds to help with local rankings. So why not do images and embed images on other people's sites, especially if you're going to do something like guest blogging and stuff. You have relevant images on a post that you're linking to from your guest blog. Add that image to your guest blog opportunity, linking back to your site as well. So, and then use an embed feature versus hosting it on their website. Which pretty good idea. I would, those are two things that not so much we thought about or implemented. So. That's good. And the video is short. It's really actionable stuff. So I'd check this one out. Next is how to implement SEO changes using Google Tag Manager. I'm going to leave this one very vague for you. There's a lot of information in here. However, the one thing that I want to scroll down to, if you're seeing in the videos, I'm scrolling down to custom variables and using Google Tag Manager variables to auto-populate your schema for your product pages. Very cool. So you teach Google Tag Manager what that variable is. So where is it getting your product name? Where is it getting your product image? Where is the product URL? And then you put this code inside of Tag Manager, which runs, you publish it on your site, and then boom, it'll auto-populate for all of your products. So as you add and delete products and you add and delete ratings and all that other stuff, it goes there and knocks it all out. Think about this if you were let's say you're a real estate agent, or you're doing SEO for real estate agents. If you've ever done that before, you know it's kind of a pain for each and every listing to go in there and update the schema for that particular listing, especially if you're doing like main entity of page where you want to highlight that listing. This is a good way around that. There's another way to do it with jQueries. He gives you that example as well, but you can do it with the JSON on the inside of the Google Tag Manager. I'm going to check this out. Play with it on testing sites, and you can tag your elements, give it a associated schema name, and then put that inside of your schema template, as it were, and then drop that inside of the Google Tag Manager and publish it on your site. It's pretty good. So I'm going to play with this on some test sites. I suggest that you do too. If you don't read any part of this article concerning Google Tag Manager, which I think you should read all of it, read that part. It's a very, very cool trick. I like it. Wish I would have thought of it, but hey, can't think of anything. Next is HubSpot.com, finally getting off on Moz, and we're going to take a look at 10 curation tools every marketer needs. Now, I'm going to add number 11. Number 11 is Curation Suite. It's Curation Suite. It comes with called Listening Engine. It's a WordPress plugin. We use that to build SEO This week. So it's doing all the formatting and the content, pulling from all the pages and stuff, and we just add our insights to it. That's how easy that plugin is. And there's some more here. It comes like from beginner to intermediate to advanced. So some things that we've used before is Pocket. We used Scoop It before. Feedly we used before. Storify, not so much. Sniply we used, but we used the free option. Curata, that's really expensive from what I understand. And Publish This, we haven't tried before. Again, there's so many different tools out there. Here's are just 10. I've given you mine. It's Curation Suite. That's my recommendation. I would recommend that for most local business owners who are just trying to have a way to make some content up. But if you're on a shopping spree and you want to try out some different ones, check that out. Next one is Cognitive SEO, and it's 5 tips on how to correctly assess backlink quality. This one's really good. It's a walkthrough of the tool, so kind of give it what it's just doing in that regard. It's showing you the value of the tool. However, you can take the same process and do it manually on spreadsheets. God knows why you'd want to do that. We don't. I've used Cognitive SEO extensively. However, for us, it didn't have the link volume that we needed for one of our projects, so we moved to Link Research Tools. But Cognitive SEO is certainly a price competitive tool, and it does a lot that the Link Research Tool Link Detox stuff does. Not all of it by any means of the imagination, but it is still pretty good when you're doing small, medium-sized recoveries. So check it out. Check out this post as how to look at your backlinks, anchor text, and determine whether they're good or not. And then you can try to clean up what the mess is and maybe identify any problems, catch negative SEO before it becomes an issue, and such. The next is Ahrefs blog. How many keywords can you rank for one page? Let me go ahead and put this out here. A lot of people are hyping this up. I want to rank one page on my website for multiple listings, multiple keywords. The reason they want to do it is because they're just lazy. There's no way around it. They're just lazy and they want to find the easiest way to do it so they can make the easiest buck. Here's where this really comes from. People are writing better content. 1,300 words is what the SEO tests say is the magic number for a good article to be in order to rank number one, or to get the most boost out of it and combine with other factors. 1,300 words. When you're writing that much content, by default, you are going to rank for longer tail terms of that keyword. So you're by default going to rank number one for multiple links. So let's go as broad as we can. Let's say you're trying to rank your page for SEO. And then inside of that article, you have topics like what is SEO? What is the best SEO? How do you do on-page SEO? How do you do off-page SEO? What are some link building techniques? All those things are covered in this big article. You're going to rank. If you rank number one for SEO, you're going to rank number one for all those other terms that bring traffic. And that's basically the philosophy behind ranking for multiple keywords from one piece of content. Don't get it mixed up with I want to rank for multiple keywords with my 500 word article. It ain't going to happen, Jack. You need to put in the content, and then you need to build the backlinks with the anchor text, proper anchor text diversity in order to achieve that. And that's the only way you're going to do it. So take that with a grain of salt. In this case study, look at the sites that they used, youtube.com. Come on, really. And then figure out how you can write good content, longer pieces of content, leveraging latent semantic indexing, leveraging IDF, leveraging semantic relevancy to turn that one piece of content into multiple reach points in your longer tail traffic based on your single targeted broad keyword that you use to optimize a page in the first place. Search Engine Journal. What is Quora and why should you care? This was a really good informational post. If you're into like building traffic using question sites and building some SEO stuff using question site, this would be good for you, and why to leverage it. We're getting into Quora ourselves. If you want to see a really good use of Quora, look at Rand Fishkin, and he's getting the Moz people are going in asking questions. Rand Fishkin shows up and ta-da, I'm your hero. Here's the best answer ever. So I highly suggest that you do that. If you're a one-man show, make yourself a persona. Go ask a question. Go in there as your brand. Save the day and drop the answer in there. Save the link drops for a little bit, but you can eventually add those as time goes on. Next one from Search Engine Journal is Emoji SEO. People are ranking basically what they found is you can put an emoji in the search engine, and then you can, in a term, and it'll show up. It's kind of a for fun thing, in my opinion. Maybe the pizza emojis that they use in here might be kind of cool if that's your thing. I don't see too many people doing that unless they're just really lazy. But again, if you have a pizza shop, I would take advantage of it. Just go ahead and try it out. What is it going to do? That it's not going to hurt you. Maybe you can do some other ones from some random emojis, but honestly, I don't see there's a whole lot of traffic. Just a traffic point, probably the younger crowd who don't want to type it all out, and probably not going to convert to a whole lot of money for you. So cool to do, make yourself famous, but I wouldn't go crazy with it. Next, go to Blumenthal's. He's showing some changes to the Google My Business dashboard. Mainly, they did change the way the menus work, and they did change the way the photos work. If you haven't noticed that by now, you're going to see it. I've seen it as well. One change that I wish that they put back is to be able to tag your images inside of Google My Business photos section. Geotag wise, because I'm 99.9% sure that they're stripping out all your EXIF data when you upload it into Google My Business. I would be if it was my website, and the sheer volume of images that they're sending in, that they're getting in Google, kind of, in my case, I would think that that's what they're doing. They're stripping all that stuff, and every time you download one of these images, all your EXIF data is gone anyway. So, but it's just a learning curve to figure out the new interface. But then again, sometimes Google makes stuff that makes for the better. I think this might be one of those cases where just navigation is a little bit quicker, a little bit less convoluted than it used to be. Here's another content curation tool. I left this one in. It's really an ad for this software or the site, Anders Pink. Basically, if you're looking for something to kind of roll up all of your topics, like I said, we use Curation Suite and the listening engine to do that. Anders Suite is an option for you too. Curation Suite is a yearly thing. This is a monthly. But again, it's just something, if you want to play with the interface and and work it and try to figure it out, it'll be a good option for you. Check it out. I think this did a good job of selling it. Obviously, I don't want a monthly bill when we can do it with our plugins, but it might be an option for you if you're shopping around. And then finally, we close off with the best SEO tools of 2017. Chrome Dev Tools, okay, Google Search Engine Console, Moz Pro, Boo, Screaming Frog, and Google Analytics. So 4 out of 5 I agree with. They are good SEO tools. Are they the best SEO tools of 2017? I'm not sure, but you know what? They are the long-term favorites because they have a long-standing history of being developed and supported. And I think that will continue to be in place. But that does leave the question for you. What are your top 5 tools for SEO in 2017? Leave it in the comments below. I'm sure I'd love to hear your answers. Maybe we'll find something that we haven't talked to you before. Well, that's it. This is episode 33 of SEO This Week. I'd like to thank you very much for listening. And as always, if you find a website that you'd like us to highlight that posts current relative content, I can't talk today, then related content, then let us know. Go to SEO This Week on the blog post. There's a form there. Drop the information and we'll check out the site. If it is posting relevant content and is good, we will add it to our Curation Suite. We'll follow along, and as they pop an update, we'll highlight the log. We have no problem with that. We like doing it. So, without further ado, thank you very much for listening, and have a great week.